Okay, so the first one I think is quite clear cut. Almost everybody got it right. You want mark first? You. Oh. Okay, so this first one no problem. Starting from the second one, some of you start to make mistakes already. So for instance, they say 10 students chose pack 1, 8 chose pack 2, equal number of students chose pack 3 and 4. I have 30 students, already 18 taken up. The other 12 you have to split amongst pack 3 and pack 4. So each of them gets 6. So for Y, they say 1 by 4 matrix. So 1 row, 4 columns. So it will be 10, 8, 6, 6. They must total up to 30. So this one you need to be careful. And then they say given that Z is Y times X, then you just have to multiply accordingly. Okay, so horizontal times vertical. The first entry, you will have 48. Then again, horizontal times vertical, you will get 38. And then the last horizontal times vertical, you will get 24. So these are the 3 entries. If you got it right, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark. So matrices, you need to read the question carefully. Then they say, can you explain the meaning of Z? These are the number of packs. This is for fruitcakes. So, oh no. That means if let's say there's this part, the mark is not given in the multiplication, it's given in the explanation. Sorry? 34?
Yes.
Oh, then this one? Oh, then will the answer behind be affected? Did I mark your wrongly? No, okay. Then this one is the total number of first one is your fruitcakes. Okay, the second one is your chocolate bars. Okay, and the last one is your prawn crackers. Okay, in all the bags or in all the packs respectively. So I need to see this and you knowing there is total number of fruitcakes, chocolate bars and prawn crackers. Because there's 3 entries here, you need to explain to me what these 3 entries are. So the first one is for fruitcake, second one is for chocolate bar and third one is for prawn crackers. So matrices is particular in terms of your explanation. Okay, next one. They say they want you to write a 3 by 1 matrix. So 3 by 1. And they want you to write your answer in dollars. So you don't give me 40, you give me 0.4, 0.3, and the last one is 0.5. So read the question carefully whether it's in cents or in dollars. So lastly they say Z times C. So just now your Z is 48, 38, 34. Then you multiply by this. So just now it was the total number of fruitcakes, chocolate bars and prawn crackers. These are the pricing. When you use the horizontal minus the vertical, you end up with a 1 by 1 matrix. Okay, so your answer is it 42.6? 47 point what? Oh, okay. So you will leave your answer like that. The meaning of this is the total cost of all the fruit cakes, chalk bars, and prawn crackers. Don't need the word respectively because there's only one data and it means the total cost. Okay, so you must give me in matrix form. You cannot just write 47.6 because this is a 1 by 3. This is a 3 by 1. Your final answer is a 1 by 1 matrix. 1 column, 1 row. Okay, next one I want to calculate mean. You need the mean value. So 5 plus 10 divided by 2 is 7.5, 12.5, 17.5, 22.5 and 27.5. So if you are calculating by formula, you will use this times this plus this times this plus this times this times this, and then this times this. The whole thing divided by your total number, which is, what's your total? 50. So even if you don't show me this and you give me 18.4, you get your 1 mark straight away. Okay, so this is just if, in case you forgot the calculator method. Okay, standard deviation, technically, if you look at the formula in front, is this. Right? So it's just frequency times x squared. And you sum up all the frequency times x squared. So this is emergency in case you forget your formula. In case you forget your calculator method, you can still use this to get your answer. So the whole thing divided by 50 minus 18.4 squared. So this is your method mark. If you are using calculator, your method is awarded here. You will just have to write this. Okay, however, if you don't even want to show me method, just make sure that your standard deviation is correct. It should be 6.69. Okay, so this is 2 marks or nothing. But if you show me method, if your answer is wrong, we still get method mark. Fun. Focus, your phone shouldn't be in your bag. Oh, today, because by right I'm out of course, so I may not be, but I can see you for 1 hour. Who can stay for AEP? If you can, right, since most of you can, then we do a mock test during the AEP can? E-math, because next week is your E-math already. Straight after school, or you all need to go and eat first? Sorry? Can, so 3 o'clock? 3:15? Okay, so 3:15 you come in, then you do your mock test, you finish, you can go.
Can we like start earlier if we can?
So what time? 3? Okay, so I come here at 2:45. Then you all just straight away do, then you finish, you go. Can Okay, then okay, next. Okay, if really lah. Okay, this one, the number of accidents that took place in 30 hours, find the median. So median is always the 50%. Be careful, you need to look carefully for the 100%. The 100%, if you read carefully, is 21. This is your total, your 100%. So to find median, the 50% of 21 is 10.5. So wrong. So 10.5 is here. So if you go and read carefully, you will get 15, 16, 17, huh? Okay, I can't read clearly from here, but according to my answer scheme, my median is 17.25.
Right.
16, 17, the two boxes, then is a quarter of it. It is half of a box. You read carefully. Is the 4.5 boxes. So I get 17.25 hours. Okay, so that means around 50% of the accident took about 17.25 hours. Because I need to find where is the middle value. Yeah, median is 50%. Okay, next is inter-quota range. I need to find the upper quota, which is 75% of 21. So I need to go and read what is the data that I need. My working 0.75 times 21. So I need to go and read my 15.75 data. So this is 15.75. So my quarter 3 is at 21.25. Okay, my quarter 1 is 25% of 21. It is my 5.25 data. So this is 6, so 5.25 is here. Okay, if you go and read carefully, your Q1 is 12.25. So IQR is 21.25. Take away your 12.25, which is 9 hours. So your middle 50% of the accidents that happen will usually last about 9 hours. That's what they are trying to tell you. Because you need to go and read the respective data. Okay, last one. Because you need to wait for ambulance, you need to, So next one, the number of accidents in the last 10 hours. So the last 10 hours happens up to here. So you need to go and read what is this data over there. Okay, so if you go and read that mark over there, it happens at 14. So I want this part. So you got to use 21 minus 14 to get 7 accidents. There were 7 accidents that happens in the last 10 hours. So this question is quite badly done because a lot of you read from the wrong scale, the wrong axis. Okay, don't fight. Okay, next one.
Video recording for differentiation. I hear all the
Right, the rubbish type. That's what I go through.
I was laughing at home itself.
That's what I go through every day.
Yeah, Misha's watching the
Okay, next one.
cannot put on YouTube anymore.
Right. Okay, exactly 3 pen. I have 4 girls out of a total of 16 of them. So that's a 1/4 chance. More than 3 pens means 2 and 1. So total of 3 out of 16 of them. So this 2 is quite easy. Okay, next he says if I choose one of the girl from the group and another is chosen at random from those remaining, which is a without replacement problem. So now they say find the probability that they exactly have 3 pens each. So the first girl must come from here. So I have 4 out of 16 to choose from. The second one, I only have 15 girls left. But since I took 1 from here, I'm left with 3. So final answer 1/20. Okay, last one is a bit more tricky because they want both the girls to have more than 3 pens together. So there are many combinations. First girl get 1, second get 3, so there is more than 3. 1 4, 1 5, 2 2, 2 3. So unless you want to go ahead and add all this up, which is like so much to do. So I have so many combinations where they will have a total of more than 3 pens. So I don't want to do this, but I want to do a 1 minus probability of both having less than 3 pens. 3 or less. Which is easier to handle. So I just have to consider the case where I have 1 2 or 2 1, and the last one is 1 1, because all other options will be more than 3 already. So as long as I calculate these 3, I take out the case and then I have the rest of the probability. So probability of getting 1 pen is 3 out of 16, and then getting 2 pen, I have 6 of them, but choosing from 15 now. Same thing now, first girl I choose from the one with 2, second one I choose for the one with 1. So actually is these 2 probability, just have to use one of them times 2. Okay, but never mind, you can add them separately. Last one is each of them has 1 pen, so I have 3 to choose from. After I took 1, left 2 of them to choose from. So if you subtract, you should get 33 out of 40. If you add up all these cases, you should also get this answer. Just that it's more tedious.
Is it 32 or 37?
33.
33.
Yeah.
No. Why are you wearing a mask? Is it sore throat or what?
I got sore throat. Then when it triggers my cough, I cough continuously. So it's in case I scare people, better wear my mask. Right, if you all go on train, then you see one person coughing there very badly, right? Then you'll be so scared, right? Before AMF paper.
Especially if it's before the day of AMF paper. Misha, please get me sick. Get me sick. I want to skip on my test.
Next week you all got mother tongue prelim.
Yeah. If really?
Yeah, I remember. So, you all will miss lessons. So, we have minimal time to revise for A math. Okay, this one. I have 4 options. Peter has 70% of knowing the question. So 70% is just 7 out of 10. So does not know the question means it's 3 out of 10. Then answer correctly is 0.9, answer wrongly is 0.1. Next they say, if he does not know the question, he will guess the answer randomly. So you have 4 options, and if you guess randomly, the chance of you getting it correct is 1 out of 4. The chance of you getting it wrong is 3 out of 4. So these are all the probability. P is 0.7, Q 0.3, R 0.25, and S is 0.75. Can. Okay, I want to show that the probability that he answers a question correctly means this one and this one. These two. So you will do a 710 times 0.9 plus 310 times 1/4, and you should get this. Have fun, pay attention. Okay? This one should be quite okay. The only issue you had is cannot decide what is this probability.
I was right.
Okay?
So I'm just leaving decimal on the
You can leave decimal or fraction, up to you. Okay, next one. When they say p square, you don't square all the entries. You multiply them normally. 6. So horizontal times the vertical one, you will end up having a square plus 6. Next, horizontal times the vertical one, you will end up having 2a plus 2b. Next, horizontal times the blue one, you will get 3a plus 3b, and lastly, the yellow one times the green one, you will get 6 plus b squared. So we do a 1-to-1 comparison. So the first one, you compare with this. So a square plus 6 is 7, means a square is 1, means a square is square root 1 is 1 or minus 1. But question say is a negative number, so you got to reject this answer. So once you solve for this, you can compare the other set, which is this one. So 2a plus 2b is 6. I already know this is minus 1. So 2b is just 8, b is just 4. Okay, with the value of a and b, you can now find c and d. So c is just this one. So 3a plus 3b, you get 9. D is this one. So D is 6 plus b square. I know b is 4. So you get 20. 4 times 4, 6, 22. So these are your 4 answers. Okay, E-Math I need 100% passes, 60% B and above. So let's see if we hit the target this time round.
10%.
No, we don't. 10% was 1,000 pounds.
You want me to go hospital, right? Before O levels, right?
Minimally 1,000 pounds.
So if you're absent on the O level day, will they take your previous
With valid reason, like you have,
Yeah, they'll just take your free.
they will do benchmarking, meaning they look at your prelims result and which percentile you lie in, and look at the range of students that is in that range and give an indication of what kind of grades you
So
will
if I
get.
get A1 for my prelim, if what happened, then I just go have some O-level certification.
But there's a risk because we don't know what will happen.
Why they don't buy your free? They want your.
No lah, they will look at prelim, they will consider your past results to give an indication, but it may not be as fair as you think it is.
So instead of A1, you can take a 40.
This one is a normal MC or valid reason.
Normal MC?
Yeah. They just go
No,
to
the doctor prescription must say that you are not able to sit for the paper. That means you are not healthy enough to sit for the paper. Not the normal MC you just give means, yeah, the doctor must certify that you are unable to, you are not physically fit for the paper.
Like heat stroke.
I don't know what reason you have lah.
I suffered heat
Okay, but don't think about it. All of you will be healthy and good.
No, I get heat stroke on the day at 40 degrees Celsius fever.
I told you all right, I went Anglican to be the CPE, and then the boy, the whole shower screen shatter, he also come. Come for the paper. Yeah, but it's like
Injured.
whole body all like. Okay, C is 9, 6, 22. Okay, so when you multiply, you should get this number.
I multiply wrongly.
Yeah, so be careful when you do your calculation. Horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. Okay? You got all correct, is it? Then why are you talking?
how does it feel to get hit by a car?
I don't want to know.
Like, I went here the day before I was on my car.
I almost got ran
Yeah,
over
you
by
went
car.
back, right?
Then he came down me over.
Yes.
Okay, second last example. Okay, quickly note down the answers. I still got A math to go through. The tragic one. Can.
264. Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay, when will I start seeing very serious faces from all of you? We are very near to O levels already. I still have you all doing bucket challenge. I was, in my heart, I was like clapping when Mr. Naha said no bucket challenge.
I just did TRS.
Can you be positive? Okay, median is quarter 2 is 20. IQR.
Please go back the day and I hated it.
Okay, this is quarter 3. Quarter 1 is 15.5. So to find IQR, you use 30 minus 15.5, so you get 14.5. Okay, these two answers. If I ask for range, you will use maximum minus the minimum, okay? So 40 minus 1, 39. So you all must know what all this data means. And if I say what is the probability that I get a score between 15.5 to 30? What is the probability that I can get a score of 15.5 to 30? Here. What's my probability? 50. Because this is my middle 50%. What's the chance that I can score more than 30 marks? More than 30 marks. 25%. This is 25%. So they also like to mix probability with box plot. Because this tells me this is a 0.25 chance. This is a 0.5, the middle one. And then anything above is also a 0.25 probability. So they can ask you probability for box plot. O-level did that as well.
And then we all died.
Do anyhow die can not? Okay, part A, CD. To find magnitude, you square the x, square the y, and take a square root. You will get 25 unit square.
So
Unit, not square. See, you marking your work?
Yeah.
Okay, then part B says that if the length of AB and CD is the same, so meaning I go and find my length of AB, and they say is equals to the length of AB. Then they say, can you find your answer in 2 decimal places? So you just square both sides. Okay, square both sides so that the square root disappears. Then you end up having 600. So p square is 450. Take a square root. 2 answer. One is 12.25 2 dp. The other one is minus 12.25 2 dp.
not bad.
So vectors will be asked in a rather simple way. You just need to know how to add and subtract vectors and find magnitude. So make sure the vector question you get the marks, huh? Okay, I'm going to give you back your A math also.
Nanti one, the one that you did.
I will give you an
But I'm very below that. If I don't, I don't.
I didn't even bother to do some questions already.
If
So
I
I was not here.
If I get oh, shut up! Yay! Only got 1 pass.
Wait, I almost passed. I thought I was not so badly. I really thought I got so badly.
Easy pass. I failed. I passed.
I think it's not a pass, bro.
Fail badly.
Watch it. Watch it.
Okay. Like always, after I go through, you will realize that it's not as difficult as you imagine.